Hello YouTube, Crump here again today with a discussion about a game that promises to bring back the golden age of gaming. Playtonic has finally released the first official trailer for the spiritual successor to the Banjo-Kazooie series, one of my favorite games of all time, so naturally, it's a dream come true to hear that ex-Rare employees got back together to revive the classic platformer. Watching the new trailer gave me the same feeling of playing Banjo for the first time when I was just a youngin'. The game seems oh so familiar, but at the same time very fresh and very new. And that leads me to today's discussion. 10 things I want to see brought over from Banjo-Kazooie to Yooka-Laylee. First things first, part of what made Banjo so fun to me was all the different things to collect within the worlds, making sure you explore every last corner. Notes, Jinjos, and Mumbo tokens all have their role in the game, whether it was unlocking a new level or paying Mumbo off for his services. I hope this translates over to Yooka-Laylee in some way, which at this point I have no doubt about it. I may be in the minority, but I love the satisfaction of collecting all 100 notes and being rewarded for exploration. Next thing I want the main antagonist to be a huge dick. And by that I mean an I don't care cocky attitude with a little bit of dumb. If you know who Grunty is, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Part of what makes me want to keep progressing in Banjo-Kazooie was the opportunity to kick Grunty's ass at the end of the game. She talks shit to you the entire game, making fun of you and your friends. I want the new quote-unquote main boss to be that level of crazy. Next thing, pulling from Banjo-Tooie, I want large, interconnected worlds that are alive and breathing. Much like Chuffy, I want a transport system that will span across the worlds, and as you dig deeper in each level, you're rewarded with uncovering how levels are interconnected in a bigger, more believable world. And the more you know the environment around you, the faster you can get from world to world. The next thing I think is already a shoo-in, but I thought I'd add it anyway. Googly eyes everywhere. I mean everywhere. Part of what made Banjo feel so distinct is that Rare was able to make inanimate objects feel alive by simply adding big dumb eyes to whatever they saw fit. And such a simple little detail added up to make the world seem full of interesting creatures even if there really were none. Seeing as there are eyes on the ring of the new trailer means that there will be no shortage of inanimate objects with googly eyes in the new game, which I'm super hyped for. This next one is probably my most desired but far-fetched idea of mine. Finally, doing a stop and swap how they always envisioned it before it crashed and burned in Tooie. Hear me out now. Just imagine a mysterious return to the ice key, the eggs, or something completely different that you wouldn't be able to solve until the sequel comes out. This time you might find a mysterious cave or inaccessible area that you can't reach until something in Yooka-Laylee 2 triggers that, and then you can go back and explore or get whatever it was, making the interconnected games a reality. Out of everything, I definitely want this the most, but who knows? They might try, but then fuck it up again. At number 6, and again, these are in no particular order, I'm kind of just going off the top of my head. I have complete faith in developers delivering this, but it's still noteworthy nonetheless. Every single character in Banjo-Kazooie was memorable and well fleshed out. Mumbo, Bottles, Kazooie, and even Klungo had all rich personalities that are very unforgettable, if you ask me. I hope so badly that Playtonic can flesh out unique personalities for all of their new characters, including Trowser, both main characters, and this dinosaur guy in the arcade. Now let's talk soundtrack. It would be perfectly fine with me if they just dragged and dropped the Banjo soundtrack into Yooka, but that's not possible. But I want the next best thing. I can still remember that opening music to Banjo so vividly. I have a lot of trust in Grant Kirkhope to knock it out of the park again. And at number 8 on my list, I want at least one of the worlds to have dynamic weather and season changing. It was a miracle that they were able to pull something like Click Clock Wood off with the N64 back in the day. Now fast forward to modern day hardware and they could pull it off again and make it so that you can see flowers bloom and die over the course of the seasons, all while collecting pages. Next up, transformations, damn it. Arguably my favorite part of the Banjo series, this needs to return in a big way for Yooka. I hope Playtonic can build a funny themed character transformations that fit whatever world you are in, and they are very integral for exploring everything that the world has to offer. Maybe you'll even get a washing machine again, just kidding, or maybe not. Last but certainly not least is a pretty specific request. Playtonic, I hope you're listening. I want characters to break the fourth wall, and I want it to happen often. Nothing makes me laugh more than these little animated characters acknowledging that they are in an actual video game, or how stupid the mission is, or even the character attacking the developers of the game. Kazooie is famous for this. I think it is comic genius, and it keeps things in perspective and remind you to have fun with the game, because at the end of the day, it's just a game. These were just a quick few ideas that I jotted down after seeing the new trailer. Let me know down in the comments what you want to see from Banjo-Kazooie translate over to Yooka-Laylee, because the game is clearly shaping up to be the spiritual Banjo 3E that we always wanted. And please remember to rate and subscribe for vlogs, live streams, and much more tech and gaming content. I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day, guys.